MLB The Show is your home for postseason baseball. It's Game 1 of the American League Division Series between the Oakland A's and the New York Yankees. Hi again, everyone. Matt Vasgersian. Welcome to our special postseason coverage of Baseball on the Show. With me is Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac. And Dan, we'll start with you. This series has the feel of one that's about to get very interesting.
Well, here's a little comparison of these two teams. Looking at it earlier, to me, the story is all about the pitching. Both squads have some good arms, and the team that gets the best outings are probably going to come out on top.
All right, the stage is set. The starters get their final tosses in out in the bullpen, and we've got a good one in store for you, folks. Play-by-play is coming up next. David Wells will do the pitching in front of the hometown crowd here in Game 1. What's your take on him, Dan?
Hey, you don't see a lot of guys that have 5 pitches, right? Sometimes it's hard to master even 2 or 3, but if you can master 5 like he has, he'll be in pretty good shape.
Leading off tonight for Oakland, the center fielder, number 22.
First pitch coming, here it is. Fly ball out to straightaway left. Canseco is there. 1 pitch, 1 out. Striding in, Stephen Piscotty, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. And the pitch. Wells has both great strikeout stuff and exceptional command on the mound to go with it. A rare combination, but one that makes him one of the best in our sport.
Matty D, you talked about it. He doesn't walk a whole lot of guys. Well, if you don't walk a lot of guys, that means you have to throw the ball in the strike zone. And when you do with great stuff like this guy has, he racks up the strikeouts. There aren't a lot of guys that get strikeouts by throwing the ball in the strike zone. This is one of the few that does it.
1 out, nobody on. And the slider gets him swinging, 2 gone. Good job of making him chase a pitch for the strikeout there.
Yeah, Matt, that's the advantage of getting ahead in the count. You can really force hitters to expand their zone and protect. And when they're in that mode, getting them to go after a pitch they can't do much with becomes a lot easier.
Into the box now, Marcus Semien. And he's a bit tardy there on the first pitch fastball. It's 0-1. First chance for him here in the top of the first with nobody on. Popped him up. Posada has a play. No trouble with this one, and the inning is over. 1, 2, 3 go the A's. And now the Yankees will see what they can do. No score. Frankie Montas gets the call in hostile territory here for Game 1 of the Division Series. Dan Plesac, what do you got?
Hey, one of the things you look for in a pitcher, Matty, is movement on the fastball, and this guy has great run on his fastball. What does that mean? On his arm side, when he throws the ball, has it looks almost like a cutter. It has this little sweeping action. What it does, it keeps the hitters from hitting it off the barrel of that. A very effective pitch, but a very difficult pitch to command.
Ball 1 to start the at-bat. Fouled off. Yankee shortstop behind in the count 1-2.
Hey, this pitcher better be careful right here. My man at the plate is not trying to push something to the opposite field.
And a good bite to that slider as he swings through it for the first out of the inning.
Classic slider, down and away for the strikeout there. Not a whole lot to say about that pitch that hasn't been said a million times already. That's just a real tough pitch for a hitter to pick up out of a pitcher's hand, so they end up chasing when they're in protect mode.
Bernie Williams comes on with one away as he looks at a ball. It's 1-0. Fastball taken, but that gets the zone for a strike. For his career in this matchup, small sample, a perfect 1 for 1. And here's a slider that runs inside that time, and that'll keep him from diving out over the plate. Down the left field line and deep. And that will end up a foul ball.
You're lucky if you get one pitch a night right down the middle. Cannot be late on that fastball.
And a splitter swung on and missed that time, and that'll be out number 2. And with 2 away now, let's give you a look at the big picture here. There you see the participants in this year's playoffs. Stepping into the box, Tino Martinez. First 2 men in the inning have both gone down via the punch-out, so we'll see if he can fare any better. Here it comes.
Going to be a long day if he executes like this, punching tickets right out of the gate.
And a fastball in the dirt that's taken for a ball. 2 out, nobody on. A swing, and this one is blasted to right field. Nothing's gonna stop it. Into the second deck and gone. A solo shot here to straightaway right field. His first homer so far in the series as the Yankees will grab a 1-0 lead.
Well, people always wonder why some players make so much money, and there's your answer. The great ones find a way to rise to the occasion in the postseason, and he did right there.
To the plate now, Jose Canseco. As he'll swing and miss at a first pitch slider at strike 1. Looking to get on base and keep this first inning alive. A bouncer up the middle. Taken in by Simeon. Throw in the dirt, but a good scoop at first saves an error as this side is retired. The Yankees are off and running early thanks to the solo home run. Second inning coming up. It's now 1-0 New York. And that'll bring up Matt Olson.
Leading off for the Athletics, the first baseman, Matt Olson.
Here comes the first pitch. The windup and the 0-1. And it's fouled away. 0-2, here it comes. Swing and a miss on the slider, and that's out number 1. Another strikeout for him on the mound, and boy, is it fun to watch him go about his business.
No doubt, Manny. He's one of my favorites, mostly because of his stuff. You know, he can absolutely dominate on any given day because of what he offers up there. It's just nasty. There aren't many hitters that like to see this guy on the mound.
And he falls behind now, 2-0. Too high. And it's 3-0.
Well, of all the guys in this lineup, he's definitely the guy I'd be cautious with, especially with a 1-run lead. No surprise that he's treading lightly right here.
Into his motion. Here comes the 3-1. There's the good fastball, and he can't catch up. 3-2.
He was able to sneak that fastball by him on 3-1, so now we've got a battle on our hands.
Count still full, 3-2.
Looked like he was cheating a heater right there. A little bit too far out in front. Got to find a way to keep his hands back.
Good swing just a little early, and he'll see another payoff pitch. Still 3 balls and 2 strikes. The 8th pitch of the at-bat. And he fouls this one off. And he looks at one that misses, and that's an excellent job of making his man throw a lot of pitches as he toughs out a wall.
Batting fifth, the designated hitter.
Here's the first pitch to him. Here's a pop-up now. Martinez is over, and he tucks it away for the second out.
Batting seventh, the left fielder, Chad Pinder.
And that brings up Chad Pinder. He takes his first cuts in this one with a man at first and 2 away. Becomes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Yankees lead this 1-0 here in inning number 2. Fouled away. Frozen on strike 3 for the final out of the inning. One left. Coming to the plate now, number 39. He stands in for the first time in this one.
The right fielder, number 39.
Pitch on the way. And he throws the fastball by him here. 0-1.
It's not easy to get your barrel to a pitch that high. That can be an effective location as long as he keeps it above the letters.
Here's a fastball that crowds him a bit, and it's 1-1. And here's a fastball not close as he runs it to 2-1 now. And this will be fouled away. Here now the 2-2. Swung on and missed, strike 3.
Boy, there's nothing better from a pitcher standpoint than watching that high fastball, a high piece of cheese, swung at and missed. That pitch looks so inviting to hit, but it's awfully tough to put in play.
Cecil Fielder is at the plate as he watches ball 1. There's a swing and a missile sent out to center field. Going back is the center fielder. Out of here to the deepest part of the yard. So it's a solo shot to dead center. His first homer here in the series. And this is now a 2-0 lead for the Yankees.
Well, he's definitely off to a shaky start tonight, giving up 2 home runs in 2 innings. The good news is they were both solo shots. The bad news is the rest of the lineup is salivating in the dugout, waiting for their chance to face him.
At the plate, Alfonso Soriano. And a ball pop foul to the right side, out of play. One fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. Soriano is really a rare talent in this sport, a true 5-tool player, as they say, which means he can make an impact in a game at any time. Really a joy to watch, not someone you want to take your eye off of.
Yeah, this guy's worth the price of a ticket. Just to watch his tool set, but not only that, the way he grinds at the plate, the way he battles defensively, this guy is one of the true superstars in our game.
Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. First pitch fastball swung on and missed. 0-1.
Hey, either this hitter needs a cup of coffee or he was sitting off speed right there.
And Posada can't make contact with that. He's behind 2 strikes.
That's just too much velocity upstairs to get good wood on it. It's going to have to lower his sights.
1-2 to the Yankees catcher.
1-2.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And the inning goes away in unceremonious fashion on a swing and a miss at a ball way outside the strike zone. The Yankees do get 1 on the solo homer. We've played 2. It's now 2-0 New York. Ball set for the start of the inning. Into the box now, Austin Allen. He'll get to take his first cuts here.
Hey, we're still in the early stages in this one. They're only down by a couple of runs, but it's really key for this leadoff guy to try to get on and get a big inning started.
1-0 the count. Pitch on the way. And he holds up here, but the pitch is a cold strike anyway. Lifted down the line in left. And this will wind up a foul ball. The 1-2 is a swing and a miss. That's strike 3.
Really good late bite on that slider right there. The best ones have that late action that just darts at the last minute. They're so tough to get the bat on, and when you've got that good slider going, it's a great strikeout pitch.
Stepping in now, Sheldon Noisy, as he pops the first pitch foul behind the plate. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Fouled off. Noisy stands at an even 6 feet tall, a right-handed batter and thrower. He's a second-year big leaguer. And this is swung on and missed, his 5th strikeout already, and there are 2 gone in the inning.
2 up, 2 down on strikes in this inning. He looks really sharp out there, guys.
And that'll bring in Ramon Laureano, as he will take strike 1 on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. This guy's still looking at a 0 in the hit column. A swing, and it's popped in the air back behind first. Martinez will put this one away, and his side is retired. A's are gone in order. They trail things here 2-0. Now to the plate, number 18. He's ready for his first debut here in this one.
One of the keys to securing a win, they want to keep the pressure on and try to build that lead as much as they can moving into the later innings.
Ripped down the line. This is foul for the first strike. 0-1 count. Here's the pitch.
Nope, that's down. That's a ball.
And that one misses badly. It's ball 2.
You know, what I'm seeing here is a reluctance to throw the fastball. It's like he feels he can't throw the ball right by him right now.
On a swing to forget there, it's back even at 2-2.
I mean, that's a classic case of coming off your backside right there. He lost his entire back leg, was out in front, couldn't keep his hands back.
And a swing and a miss as he picks up yet another strikeout. 6 of them already, and there's 1 gone in the inning. Standing in, Derek Jeter. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. Down on the shins and missed with it. Ball 1.
Ball 1, no strike.
1 out, nobody on. There's a swing, and he sends a ball high in the air into left field. Pinder's back to the track as he takes it for out number 2.
Now batting, center fielder.
Now in the box, Bernie Williams, 0 for 1 here in the early going. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. This should end the inning as it's sent out to second. And indeed it will. He throws him out at first, and the side is retired. Pretty painless half of the inning, all told. On to the 4th now. Outfielder Stephen Piscotty the next to hit. He was a strikeout victim in his first try.
Things not looking very good so far in this one, but we're still in the middle innings. They're down by a couple of runs, and this would be the right place and the right time to get something going. The last thing they want to do is to try to come from behind and win this one in the 8th or 9th inning.
Fastball called for strike 2.
Let's see if he tries to climb a ladder right here, change his eye level, or bounce something in the dirt.
Down the first baseline, and he'll take it to the bag himself for the out.
The batter, number 10.
Now at the plate, Marcus Semien. His last at-bat didn't go his way as he popped out in foul territory.
Yeah, Matt, he's got to make an adjustment right here. His swing definitely broke down, dropped his back shoulder, and thus the result was a terrible pop-up foul.
A ball and a strike now. Grounded back up the middle, reined in. And there are two away now.
Now batting, the first baseman, Matt Olson.
So here's the Oakland cleanup batter, Matt Olson, looking to put the ball in play here. He went down on strikes in his first at-bat. Fastball just misses. That's ball one. And he misses low with it, 2-0.
2 balls, no strikes.
And now a pitch on the way. I'll look to be right on that one, but he swings through it. It's 2-1.
That's evidence of a pitcher and catcher being totally in sync out there. That tells me they both know that's a good pitch for him right now.
This is line to left. No one can make a play on this one, and the A's first hit is going to be for extra bases. Not in time, and he's in there with a double.
That's what happens when a slider doesn't do what you want it to do. That was just one of those cement mixers, kind of just spinning but doing nothing. Nice job of punishing that pitch and picking up 2 bags on one swing.
Into the corner and slicing foul. And it's fouled away. Olson stands at second with 2 gone. Strike 3 on a pitch in the dirt. And the throw to first ends the inning. Danger averted following the 2-out double. We're back with more of Game 1 after this message and a word from our local stations. Digging in to try it again, Tino Martinez. He went deep in his first at-bat. We'll see what he's got in store for us here.
The last at-bat, Matty, we heard this guy's a good fastball hitter. He got a fastball and didn't miss it. We'll see if they pitch him a little bit differently this time and mix in some off-speed pitches.
Heading after it is Piscotty. And he tracks it down. Nice play for the first out. Now batting, Jose Canseco. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. Here's the first pitch to him.
Back outside.
2 runs on 2 hits and no errors for the Yankees so far. 2-0 to the Yankees left fielder.
Like to see him be looking to the opposite field with this next swing. Pitcher's trying to work you away.
2 balls and a strike.
Count is 2-1.
And this one misses as well, and that pushes it to 3-1.
Hey, he's had great command all day. Want to see how aggressive he is in the zone with a 3-ball count.
The 3-1.
3-2 counts are usually a time to challenge the hitter, but I think he'll be careful here. Shoot for the corner, and if you miss and you walk him, so what?
A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. Left fielder looking up. Out of here, into the visitors' bullpen. So a solo shot here to left center field. His first homer so far in the series as the Yankees move out to a 3-0 lead.
Man, this has been a rough one for this guy so far. That's the 3rd homer he's allowed today. He better start keeping the ball down in the strike zone, or that total might continue to rise.
So now to the plate, number 39. As he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike 1. He's 0 for 1 thus far. The pitch. Fastball well outside.
That's not a bad pitch right there. That 2-seamer moving away from a left-handed hitter. Didn't get the strike, but I like the idea behind the pitch.
The 1-1 home.
Nope, outside.
Looks like that bomb earlier in the inning kind of put this pitcher on the defensive. Not being very aggressive right now.
Tried to crush that ball, and now perhaps needs to shorten up with 2 strikes. And he fouls this one off.
Not surprised he's laid on a heater right there. Just saw an off-speed pitch. Wanted to stay back a little bit too long.
Swing and a drive. This one's deep to right. Gone. Back-to-back homers. A solo shot here to straightaway right field. His first homer here in the series. As the Yankees start to pull away a bit, it's now 4-0.
Another excellent swing right there. That's multiple home runs in the same inning. Watch yourself. You're missing over the heart of the plate.
Standing in now, Cecil Fielder. As the first pitch to him is off the plate for a ball, 1-0. Perhaps he can drive another one out of the park just like he did back in the second. The 1-0 home.
No, inside.
I wonder if that homer rattled him a little bit. He's certainly a little bit more cautious against him this time around.
Bounce towards the second baseman. Throw in time at first for out number 2.
Now back, second baseman, Alfonso Soriano.
Stepping up to the plate, Alfonso Soriano comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Here's the fastball that gets the lower part of the zone, called for a strike.
You got to be careful with this guy here. He can really handle the bat. Even though they're 2 outs, he might try to drop one down for a base hit.
Behind 0-2 now. And he'll try and tempt him with one of the dirt, but he'll hold back here. It's 1-2.
You know he's probably cheating on that inside pitch after he got jammed earlier. If you're on the mound right now, you want to try to hit that outside corner, and there's a pretty good chance you'll get him to roll over something.
To 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
Man, this at-bat has changed quickly from 0-2 now to 2-2. A good job of plate discipline by this hitter, not chasing those pitches just off the plate.
So a full count now.
For the guy on the mound, this is one of those innings where nothing comes easy. He's thrown a bunch of pitches, and this AB hasn't been any different. Definitely laboring at the moment.
4 runs, 4 hits, and no errors for the Yankees so far. Turned on that one and crushed it. Just pulled it a little foul. And he struck him out, his 7th of the ball game, and that. Welcome back to the Bronx as we check in with Heidi.
Well, Matt, I talked to manager Bob Melvin during the break about his thoughts on the A's hitters to this point. And he told me he's pretty unhappy with their discipline at the plate in this one. He said their pitch selection has been the main reason for their struggles today, as far too often they've been swinging at pitches outside the strike zone. That's leading to a lot of soft contact and easy outs. So the focus going forward is on shrinking the zone and forcing the opposing pitching to throw more strikes.
Thank you, Heidi. The windup and the 0-1. Fastball taken, but that gets the zone for a strike. Well hit. Deep down the right field line. Nearly a big fly to start the inning. Instead, a foul ball. And he goes with the pitch here and drives it the other way to deep right. Racing back, the right fielder leaps, and he made the catch. He took one out of the stand. Santa Maria.
That was a pretty spectacular catch right there. A lot of guys mistime that jump because they're worried about the wall coming on. but he got it just right and hauled it in. Great stuff.
So the base is empty here with one away. And up next, the ever-versatile Chad Pinder. Fastball taken a little under the letters, called a strike.
That elevated fastball right there, that is the biggest change in the game today for me. When I first came up, a lot of guys working that Greg Maddux east to west.
A high fastball is in there. Bases are empty, one man out. Line drive to left. And that's into the outfield for a one-out base hit. At the plate now, Austin Allen. As he'll take a look at a high strike that time, it's 0-1. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. In the air to right center and carrying well. Way back there now. And gone. Home run. So it's a two-run shot to right center. His first homer so far in the series. And the A's get a bit closer. It's now a 4-2 ball game. Into the box now, Sheldon Noisy.
Man, that swing right there, man. That had to feel good. You're facing an elite starter. You don't know if you're even going to get wood on the baseball today.
You know, that'll rattle you a little bit. This guy's been throwing the ball great, one of the top pitchers in the game. He's not used to guys barreling him up and hitting him in the seats.
Canseco is going to get there as he backs up to put it away. And there are two gone now. Back to the top of the order now. Digging in now, Ramon Laureano.
Nope.
Ball one.
Ball one.
And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0. 2 out, nobody on. 2 balls and a strike now.
It's going to be back to some serious tee work if he can't put that pitch in play right in his wheelhouse.
Line drive to center field. That gets down, and the inning continues. Some 2-out success, and that means Stephen Piscotty will bat this inning. So that'll bring up Stephen Piscotty. He was retired via the ground ball last time up. No balls and 1 strike. Here's one that misses high. It's 1-1. Hits are now even at 4 apiece. Grounded to first. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. But the Athletics strike for 2, both coming on this 2-run home run. On to the bottom of the 5th. The Yankees ready to go for the last half of the inning. Ready now. Jorge Posada will swing it from the left side right here.
Well, if you're looking for pop, he definitely has more pop, more home run potential hitting from the left side. This is his power side.
Fouled away. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. Some action out in the bullpen. Couple of right-handers starting to loosen up. Out in front as this is pulled foul into the seats. Trying to send him packing for the second time. Full count. 3-2.
And just when you needed a shutdown inning, a leadoff walk was certainly not on the agenda. He needs a bear down right here.
Reaches out for one and hits it on the ground to second. Scooped up. Throw to first is in time for the first out. Digging in, number 18. He was a strikeout victim in his first try. And the pitch. And this is low, ball 1.
Ball 1, no strike.
Here's a swing and a long drive high in the air and deep to center field. He settles under it and makes the catch in the deepest confine of the ballpark.
The batter, number 2.
So the batting order turns over now and set to go Derek Jeter. It's been an 0 for 2 effort for him to this point. First pitch on its way. Watches a fastball right there for strike 1.
Wouldn't mind the pitcher expanding the zone a little bit more and using his aggressiveness against him.
Well above the letters with the fastball that time. 1-1.
That's ball 2. I got 2-1 to count.
And he fires a fastball now for a called strike 2. 4-2 our score here as we play inning number 5. This one sinks low and a touch outside. It's a full count, 3-2. Bernie Williams would be next. Hit sharply on the ground to the left. And that'll just sneak past his outstretched arm, a base hit.
Kind of looked like he had gotten his bearings there. Dan was going to have a 1-2-3 inning, but not the case, giving up that late 2-out knock.
Well, this lineup is so deep, 1 through 9, they could put a hurting on you, and they're making him work, and he's given up a lot of base hits so far in this one. So far, this has not been an easy one for this pitcher.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Early swing there as he pulls it foul to the right side.
No doubt this is a steal situation right here. 2 outs and the leadoff hitter on first. This is the time you roll the dice and hope he gets in the scoring position where he can get a hit to bring him home.
But a good play by the first baseman to spear this one, and that'll retire the side. 1 left for the Yankees, but they still lead this one 4-2. Next up for the A's, Marcus Semien. He's set to lead us off in the 6th inning. And a high strike there, 0-1.
Hey, love the confidence in that pitch right there, going right after one of the better hitters on this team. Not afraid to execute.
1-1 the count now. One ball and 2 strikes the count. Tough pitch to lay off there, but he did, and it's even up at 2-2. Hit hard back up the middle. He's got it. Throw to first gets him, so the leadoff man's retired here to begin the 6th.
Now batting, the first baseman.
Stepping into the box, Matt Olson. It was a 2-bagger for him in his last at-bat. Infield shifted well to the right. Here's the first pitch.
Ball in.
Now the 1-0.
Hey. Two balls, 1 strike.
Swing and a miss, 2-2 now.
2-2.
We're in the 6th inning now of a 4-2 ball game. And that misses, so it's a full count, 3-2.
No pitcher likes to take the count to 3-2, especially when you throw a non-competitive pitch like that on 2-2. That one wasn't even close.
He loses him on ball 4.
Now batting, the third baseman.
And that misses ball 1. Runner at first here, 1 man out. Off-speed pitch in the dirt as he takes it for a ball.
Clearly working the bottom of the zone, trying to get a ground ball for a double play.
Popped him up. Soriano over to his left. He hauls it in without any trouble, and there are 2 away. So it's a runner at first with 2 men out, and that'll bring up the big-time power bat of right-handed hitter Chris Davis. 1 ball, no strikes to count. Now the 1-0.
Ball that's upstairs.
Well, both of those balls have been inside, so if I'm hitting, I'm looking for something I can get my arms extended on. Probably won't come back inside for a 3rd time.
2-1 the count. From the belt, the pitch. well behind that fastball. It's a swinging strike.
The way he's been able to command his fastball those first 2 pitches, don't be shocked if he goes back in there again or goes up under his chin or nasty slider down and away. He has opened up his full arsenal.
Fouled off. The 3-2 one more time. Now, oh my, this ball is crushed. Look at it go. And that one is gone on a 2-strike count with 2 away in the inning. To the plate now, Chad Pinder.
Up next for Oakland.
As he will take strike 1 on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. 1 for 2 in the ball game thus far. And it's fouled away. Hits are even right now at 5 aside. And another foul ball. Another one sent foul. Looking to punch him out again. The pitch. The next 0-2 misses, and that'll move it to 1-2 now. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Long run for the right fielder. He can't get there, so the inning will continue.
It's a nice job by the batter right there, able to fight off a high fastball and slap it the other way for a single.
Into the box, Austin Allen, as the first pitch misses high and inside for ball 1. He's working on a 1 for 2 game so far.
Oh, that's out.
That's wide, 2-0.
You know, he was really pounding the strike zone early on, but he's kind of gotten away from that here a bit. He might just need a little reminder to attack hitters and trust his stuff.
Late swing there on the changeup. Couldn't make up his mind, I guess. It's strike 2. And he struck him out, his 7th of the ball game, and that ends the inning. But the Athletics strike for 2. Both come. Mike Fiers enters to do the pitching in the bottom of the 6th.
Number 50.
Bottom of the 6th inning now. Now at the plate, Tino Martinez. He flew out in his last at-bat. Big swing, but he just gets a piece of it. Strike 1. He's ready. Here's the 0-1. Pulled the fastball down a little too much there. That's ball 1. Pulls this one high and deep to right center field. And goodbye. This one ain't coming back. Solo shot to right center. His 2nd home run of the game as they will take the lead here. It's now a 5-4 ball game. This one has turned into a slugfest of Ruthian proportions. 7 combined big flies. You guys remember seeing anything like that in a while?
Yeah, hey, Matty V, this big ballpark in the Bronx has that short porch in right field, D-Row. But you can hit the ball out of just about any part of this ballpark.
Yeah, this place plays sneaky small. I know it's got big gaps, but right field is so juicy. As a right-handed hitter, you don't feel like you have to cheat. Not surprised by what we saw today.
Here's the pitch. Hit hard towards the hole, and that's through for a hit.
Hey, they weren't going to keep this guy down for long. That's the ebbs and flows of a baseball season. Bottom line is this guy has bat-to-ball skills. You knew he was going to get hot eventually.
Stepping in now, number 39. As he'll go after the first pitch to him and comes up empty, it's strike 1. A hit and 2 tries for him so far. And I believe they'll say he broke the plane, as yes he did. It's ruled a strike. Nobody out, runner on first. Got him on the good slider there. Swung on and missed as he's down on strikes for the second time tonight. Cecil Fielder will stand in here hoping to duplicate what he did back in the second inning. We'll flash you back to take another look at his solo home run that helped get this offense rolling. And he fouls this one off. Right over the top with that curveball, and it's 0-2. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch.
One ball.
Not a bad pitch there with 2 strikes, but it misses 1-2.
He wasn't even close to swinging right there. That was a stone-cold take.
The 1-2 is a breaking ball. They can't find the zone, and it's even at 2.
2-2.
So you'd love for him to offer at that one, but the execution was faulty.
And late reactions, and they got him.
Decisions like that have to be made knowing who you've got at the plate. This guy can put one over the fence, no problem, so that wasn't very smart baseball.
3 balls and 2 strikes to the Yankees DH.
Well, he had him down 0-2 earlier in this at-bat, but he hasn't been able to put him away and end this inning. This has been a fun battle to watch.
High and deep to left. This one's got plenty of distance. And that one is gone on a 2-strike count with 2 away in the inning. A solo shot here to left, his second of the game, and it's now 6-4. So now to the plate, Alfonso Soriano, as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball 1. 0 for 2 for him to this point. That evens it up 1-1. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Fouled away. And he lays off a pitch outside as they draw even at 2-2. Tough curveball that time, but he's able to make a little contact to keep this at-bat going. Swung on, and he went fishing in the dirt. The throw to first is in time, and the inning is over. So 2 runs come across here, both coming via the solo home run. On to the 7th.